Hi everybody, today we're going to be creating 2 cards with the new Stencil and Stamp Through set from Blue Knight Rubber Stamps. Let's get started. This is the Circle Stencil set from Blue Knight. This comes with 4 pieces. It comes with a standard thicker stencil and a mask, and a thinner stencil and a mask for stamping through. There's a total of 4 pieces. You do have to trim the little pieces of plastic here that are connecting the inner piece with the outer stencil. So just take a sharp pair of scissors and just, run them against there gently. And you can also probably just pluck it off as well. But I just use my sharp scissors and I just went around and cut that loose. Another thing that I do when I get mine is I put a piece of washi tape on the top side. That way I will not lose track of my stencils on my desk, because I have in the past lost stencils. I also trim a little bit off of the sides. This is just so that I can slide it back in the container. It comes with a nice Ziploc bag, and I want to be able to slide that in easily. And you don't have to do that. That's just something that I do. Now, I have my spray box or my splat box, and I'm going to be taping this stencil on top. Now, this is the thicker stencil, and I'm spraying with a variety of Distress Oxide sprays. This is one way that you can create colors in your circle. It's actually a pretty nice way of doing it. I like the results that I get, and I'll show you them in a minute here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. You can see that the Distress Oxide sprays wipe easily right off of that stencil, and that's my first sprayed panel. And I'm going to go in and spray some more until I get a panel that I like. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button, and don't forget to leave a comment below. Anything that you can do to help me grow my channel would be greatly appreciated. I'm hoping to get to 5,000 subscribers soon. But yeah, every subscriber counts. And everything that you do as far as watching my videos, leaving comments, giving me thumbs up is greatly appreciated. So thank you. I love purple, so you'll often see me using purple. But it's the blue and the green that I actually end up using on my card panel. So let's finish spraying the purple and the blue. And sometimes I'll spray a little extra, and then I'll take my cardstock and I'll rub against that stencil, because there's a lot of Distress Oxide spray that lays on top of that stencil. Here are the panels that I created. You can see I have about 5 of them here. So I really went to town. But I'm going to be using the sprayed panel that has the blue and the green. So I also have Stampin' Dies. I have Eagles and Foliage stamp and optional add-on dies. And I'm trying to figure out what size eagle I need. This stamp set comes with 3 eagles. It comes with a row of pines and also pine branches. So you can create a beautiful framed setting using everything that you find in this stamp set. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the thinner stencil, and I'm going to demonstrate to you what it's like to stamp through the stencil. Once I have everything taped down securely, I do grab a piece of acetate. This is something that I like to do before finalizing, because I mean, I've got this beautiful Distress Oxide sprayed panel. The last thing I want to do is place my stamps in the wrong spot and then not have the look that I'm looking for. So I am adjusting this top stamp. That's the foliage that sort of would go in the corner if you were stamping it on a regular card base. When you stamp on a circle, it's always a different type of effect. And I clean my acetate off and I reuse it over and over again. Once I'm satisfied, then I go ahead and I stamp. And you'll see that the stencil then allows us to stamp just inside the circle. And then I have this eagle that is from the Eagle and Foliage, which I really like this eagle. And so I'm going to just use the one that is already, I think it was already cut and it was stored. I had it tucked inside the cellophane envelope, and that way I'm grabbing it and using it. Now what I'm doing is I have this small applicator brush and I'm just taking my Versamark ink along the bottom, and then I have also a black marker. I'm just trying to allow that to be shaded, to be deeply saturated. I don't want there to be a little gap between where I stamped and where the stencil fell. So that's an easy touch up. Doesn't take very long to do that, and I'm satisfied with the way that looks. I love this. I think this is such a cool concept. Now I'm taking the mask and I'm laying it on top of the area that I have already created on, because as I was looking at this panel, I kept thinking, yeah, that's a lot of white space, and I don't do very well with white space. I like to have colors or stencil or embossing or something. I guess you can say I'm not very good at clean and simple card making. I'm going to grab my splatter box. I'm going to grab that Distress Oxide spray, spray a little bit on this stamp block, spray a little bit of water on top of that, make it nice and juicy, and just take my paintbrush and splatter. Now remember, I have that mask covering what I already stamped and splattered and everything, so it's protected. It just adds a little bit of something to that white space. Now, that was my way of just not having it so white. So now I'm grabbing a sentiment, and this is from the Encouragement clear stamp set. Yes, Blue Knight Rubber Stamps has started to create clear stamps in addition to their red rubber stamps. This one says, sometimes we just need to take a walk and talk to God. The Encouragement stamp set comes with 7 encouraging sentiments. And by the way, I did use some pop dots to pop up the eagle to give it some dimension. This is that sentiment stamp set. That's the Clear Encouragement Sentiment stamp set. Let's move on to card number 2. This time we're going to just do some simple ink blending. I'm using the reverse cloud stencil to create some dirt, earth, a mound of dirt at the bottom of my circle opening. And then I actually lost my Blue Knight Rubber Stamp cloud stencil, which I ordered 2 more. But when I was making this video, the order had not arrived yet. So yes, that's why I put the washi tape on my stencils, because I can easily lose track of them. And I lost that cloud stencil even though I had a piece of washi tape on it. I'm sure it'll pop up someday in my craft room if I ever get around to cleaning it. Anyways, what I did was I just used some pink and blue ink and foamed domed sponge daubers and inked the clouds for the background. All right. So clouds and earth. Now I need to do my deer family. And this is from Buck, Doe, and Fawn which is a stamp set available through Blue Knight Rubber Stamps. This stamp set, you can also purchase the optional dies, but I just wanted to stamp right on top of that dirt and have my deer family standing there. So that's what I did. I used VersaFine Onyx Black ink. And then I have the Silhouette Grasses stamp set, and I'm just going around and I'm deciding how I want to frame this picture scene. So I had a piece of acetate and I stamped on top of that first. I just wanted to make sure that it would look okay. And then I did it and I was happy with it. Remember, I have the thin stencil on top of the area that I ink blended with the images. So basically, when you pop that thin stencil off, you will only see that it inked on the inside of the circle. So it's basically a stencil that prevents the entire area from being stamped. Now I'm going to use a little bit of Windex and just clean my ink, and it comes right off of my stencil. Again, this was the thin one because you use the thin one to do your stamp through. For my sentiment, I grabbed Bible Verses 1. I use my acetate to make sure that my sentiment is straight. And I'm using VersaFine Onyx Black ink to stamp that sentiment right below the circle. The sentiment that I chose is, "As a deer panteth for the water brook, so my soul longeth after thee, O God." Psalm 42 verse 1. Again, that is from Bible Verses 1. I matted the panel with purple cardstock and then black cardstock before putting it onto an A2 white card base. Here are both my cards together. I hope you enjoyed this video for today. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment which card is your favorite. And let me know if you're new to my channel. If you are new to my channel, I'd love it if you would subscribe. I'll have all the products that I use listed in the description box below my video. Thanks so much for watching. Have a hopeful day. Bye-bye.